You're watching Talentera's Recruiter Playbook video series. Welcome to episode number 1, where we'll learn all about requisitions. Okay, so let's look at the backstory of every hire that's made in a company. There's usually some manager who feels he's unfairly understaffed or quickly needs to replace an employee who recently resigned. To do this, the poor little manager formally has to raise a request to hire, and that request is what we call a requisition. You with me? Cool. Then the request needs to go to some big shots in the company who manage the budget. They analyze the requirement and decide whether to approve the hire or laugh over it like it's a lame joke. If they give the okay, then the HR team has an open job that they need to fill. And that's when they can advertise the job to the entire world and start sourcing suitable candidates. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, if you're operating without an ATS like Talentera, it gets a bit tricky. You see, things kick off with a few sweet discussions between the hiring manager, HR, and the higher ups. They need to agree why they need to hire, what will the new resource do, and how much will it cost. Next, HR jots down the requirements in a quick email and seeks approval from the decision makers. HR first sends it to, say, Sarah, who says that she isn't the right person for the approval and passes it on to Jerry. Jerry takes his sweet time to give an okay to the email, after which HR relays it to Ben, the big boss, for the final approval. And right when you think the misery is over, Ben notices HR missed a few details and sends it back to Sarah for feedback. Sarah sends it back to Jerry, who has better things to do, and well, I guess you catch my drift. Things get messy. And let's not forget timelines. HR expects to get done with requisition formalities in a jiffy so that they can jump into sourcing. But alas, some things are just too good to be true. Approval delays cause deadline misses and headaches and sad emoticons like this one. Yeah, you know the feeling. And then months later, when HR is done with the hiring, those nosy auditors arrive for a pleasant visit and ask HR if they could see all the approvals on a specific hire. Next thing you know, HR is sifting through a gazillion emails and saying goodbye to that weekend on the beach. Yes, it's a mess. But worry not, Talentera has a solution. Introducing Talentera's Requisitions module. With Talentera's Requisitions module, HR and line managers can create comprehensive and detailed requisitions using flexible web forms. Talentera will capture all key details, including the reason of hiring and budget. It doesn't miss a beat. Then, HR can define a workflow for approvers beforehand and be rest assured that the requisition is going to the right people and in the right sequence. If someone has a question, they can add a note for others to see without breaking the process or flow. And what's great is if someone is being lazy, I'm looking at you, Ben, you can always send reminders straight from the interface. Cool, huh? And while all this is happening, every single action is being logged with accuracy. Who did what, when, and how? Oh, sweet, glorious documentation. Talentera's requisition module helps HR get approved positions ready to be advertised in a flash. It saves their time by cutting down the overheads usually found in email-based processes, and most importantly, it takes note of everything that happens along the way. Talentera makes requisition workflows easy, simple, and fun, and keeps HR winning over their deadlines every time. Hands in the air like you just don't care. Let's see how you can use requisitions on Talentera. Here's a quick demo. First, let's see how HR can create a requisition. Click on the Create Requisition link from the left navigation. This opens up the requisition form which you need to fill. Need to add details about the position? Save time by importing from your job templates. Define the position with more details like job role, the location it's based at, and the number of vacancies you're seeking an approval for. Identify the kind of hire you're making with this requisition. For example, is it an internship or a full-time employee? If you have a detailed job description file, simply attach that so that everyone stays on the same page. Finally, you can add a reason why you're hiring, and you're done. Next, you can review the requisition. Make sure the job information, position requirements, and other data that you've added is correct. After you've done your review, you need to assign approvers for this requisition. Click on the Manage Approvers button on the top right and choose the approvers. The awesome part is that you can get all approvals in parallel or sequentially. Just set the steps accordingly. And you remember I talked about documentation? Click on the activity log to see this for yourself. Every action is being logged. Do you have a comment to make on the requisition? Need to remind someone to hurry up? No problem. Reference the name of the person who you wish to address and comment away. It's that simple. Let's see how a requisition approver can share their decisions. First, they need to click on the My Approvals tab from the left navigation. On this page, they can see a list of requisitions pending their approval and look at the top level details. They can click on the requisition title link to open up the requisition page. Once they've done their review, they can see a few action buttons on the top right. They can choose to approve the requisition, reject it, or do some other actions like assign more approvers or change ownership. If the approver clicks on approve, a prompt shows up to confirm the action, and that's it. The requisition is approved. Alternatively, the approver can click on request for clarification to post a question on the requisition. This indicates to other parties that the requisition is on hold until the question is answered. Of course, everyone gets an email notification about this too. This gets added to the activity log as well. Now, let's see how requisition owners can respond to these questions. They simply need to click on My Requisition Requests from the left navigation to open up requisitions pending a clarification. They can click the activity history to view the question and then click on the Reply button to add their official response. Finally, you can search requisitions with ease as well. Talentera gives you an assortment of search filters to quickly find what you're looking for. For example, you can search by job title and Talentera will fetch all the matching results. And if you need offline access to requisitions, no problem. Export into Excel with one click. Yep, super simple. Thanks for watching Talentera Recruiter Playbook video series. If you have questions or comments, please write to us. Till next time, happy hiring!